Welcome everybody. Today we are going now to take another example of the mean and the average, but this time from a classified data, classified or non-randomized data. That means that it's divided into categories like what you see in front of you here. So here we go and see the example and work on it. What is the example saying? Calculate the average pay of the following. The average pay of the following. As example, we have a factory and there are people are taking pays. As example, people taking from $10 to $20. We found 3 persons taken in between $10 and $20. As example, it was like this. I found that 10 to 20. I found one of the persons, David, is taking $11 and David takes $11 and Sam take $14 and Richard take $16. So when I come to see, this is 1, 2, 3. So the frequency of this is 3. Means it is repeated 3 times in between 10 and 20. Repeated 3 times. 11 goes between 10 and 20. $11, $14 go between 10 and 20, and $16 go between 10 and 20. Okay. Same thing for the others. As example, between 20 and 30. 20 and 30. Let's say someone is taking 21, another one's taking 25, another one's taking 29, and another one is taking 24. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 persons taking between 20 and 30. We call these denominations. What is the meaning of the word denomination itself? Denomination means it has a start and has an end. Sometimes it's a closed denomination, like this, from 10 to 20, from 10 to 20, from the first to the second, from 10 to 20. Or sometimes it is open, one side. Here is left side open, right side open, and it might be like this as well, 20. So the one before this is 10. So it might be left side open or right side open. The meaning of the denomination is what? Let's see if this is the wages in the factory and this is the frequency. Frequency means how many times it's repeated, how many times it was repeated. So we say we have 3 persons are taking, or let's say we have 3 persons are taking between $10 and $20. We have 4 persons are taking between $20 and $30. Okay, so this is all the wages itself. There are 4 salary pays between $20 and $30, and there are 9 salaries or wages or pay between $30 and $40, and there is 7 pays between $40 and $50, and also one from 50 to 60. This we call it closed denomination because we have to close it from 50 to 60. It's closed from 50 to 60. There are 5 persons. What I will do here now, what I will do for the solution, how I will get the answer, solution. How I will get the answer. Whatever I get horizontal, I can put vertical like this way. It makes no sense. The same thing, I didn't do anything. Then here we go. I have here, now, the wages is here, wages or the denominations, the wages, and this will call it the frequency, it will be F. F stands for frequency. F stands for frequency. Okay, nothing, I didn't do anything. 10, 20, 30, 40, and the last one from 50 to 60. Okay, and the frequency for the 10, the frequency is 3. That's fine. From 20 to 30, the frequency is 4. From 30 to 40, the frequency is 9. From 40 to 50, the frequency is 7. And finally, The last from 50 to 60, the frequency is 5. Perfect. Perfect. We'll get now the mid. The midpoint, we'll call it X. X is the midpoint. X is midpoint. So what is the midpoint? The midpoint is the start of the denomination and the end of the denomination divided by 2. So as example here, 10 plus 20, 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. So here we go. As example, 10 plus 20, the start of the denomination and the end of the denomination divided by 2. So 10 plus 20, 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. It's the center point of the denomination, the number in between, the middle between 10 and 20. This we call it midpoint, or X, or the midpoint, midpoint. Okay, same thing we will do for the rest. 20 plus 30, 50. 50 divided by 2, it will give me 25. Then 30 plus 40, 70. 70 divided by 2, 35. 40 plus 50, 90. 90 divided by 2, 45. Finally, 50 plus 60, 110 divided by 2 will give me 55. Perfect. Till the moment, everything is going very clear. Okay. Again, I'm saying those are the denominations or the centers of each, the mid of each category or each denomination from the start. Okay. Now, what we will do to calculate the average, what do we want to do to calculate the average? We will multiply f by x. We'll make fx. So f times x. This is what is new here. 3 times 15 will give me 45. 4 times 125 will give me 100. 9 times 35, 9, 30, 270, 9. This is 315. 315 when you do with the calculator. 7 times 45. 7 times 45 will give me 315 as well, because 740 times 40 is 280, and 7 times 5, 30, 35, 280 and 35, 315. Finally, 5 times 55, 5 by 50, 250, 5 by 5, 25, all will come 275. 275. Perfect. Now, I did everything. Now I'm done, and now I will calculate the X bar, or the average of the wages in this factory. The average of the wages in this factory should be like this. X bar will equal sum fx divided by sum of f. Where is the fx and where is the f and where is the summation of them? We didn't sum them even yet. So I will sum the fx. I need the sum of this amount, and I need the sum of the f. So to apply the rule or the formula, I need summation fx divided by summation f. So how I will do that? Very simple. Very simple. Fx here, when you calculate all this together, 45 plus 100 plus this is 630, 730, 275 and 240, all will comes to 1050. All will comes to 1050. 1050. You guys can see it? 1050. Let me write it with another pen, with another color, and let it be clear. This all will come to summation of all this will come to 1050. 1050. The summation of all this amount, 1050. And I have here the frequency 3 and 4, 7 and 9, 16, and 7, 23, and 5, okay, 28, 28. So I will have the frequency 28 and the fx is 1050. Then I will divide them by each other. Then x bar will equals summation of fx is 1050 divided by summation of f is 28. Probably this will be 37 and a half. 37 and a half. Of course, this is dollar because I'm calculating the average. It will be 37 and a half. Here we go, and here is the example which we were talking about just now, about how to calculate the average from non-randomized data or frequencies. And the frequencies here, like we see, we divided into denominations. Like as example, I found that 3 persons and there are all 3 wages between $10 and $20. And I found in this factory there are 4 wages between $20 and $30. And I found and so on. X is the midpoint, X is the midpoint, and X is the midpoint means X means that the start of the denomination plus the end of denomination divided by 2. So 10 and 20, 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. And there is another way also to calculate it. As long as we have the length is constant here, as example, 10 become 20, 20 become 30, 30 become 40. So the length is 10. So we can get the first middle, then we can increase the 10. The first middle was 15. 15 plus 10, 25, plus 10, 35, plus 10, 45, plus 10, 55. But this, if the distance, the length of all the denominations is the same, if it didn't change, in that case, you can get the first center or midpoint of the first denomination. Then after that, add the length of the denomination. The length of the denomination is between 10 and 20 means 10. Between 20 and 30, this is 10. Between 30 and 40, this is 10. Between 40 and 50, this is 10. Between 50 and 60, this is closed. We call it closed denomination because we must close this table. We cannot leave it like this. It must be closed. So this is also 10. So as long as the length of the denomination is fixed and never changes, constant, it's the same, 10 always, not once 10, once 8, no, it's always 10. Then I can get the first center or the first midpoint, which is 15, like I calculated here. Then after that, I will add the 10, which is the length. So it will give me the second one, 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 10, 35, 35 plus 10, 45, 45 plus 10, 55. Again, we will multiply, all we will do, we'll multiply the f by the x. We'll have a column that we'll call it fx. We'll get the sum of the fx, it was 1050, 1050, the sum of it, 1050, 1050. And we sum the frequency, which is given in the example. Those are the frequency. This is the frequency, this one. The frequency is given in the example. So we also sum it, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5, that's all 28. Then we divided 1050 by 28. So summation of fx divided by summation of f will give me the average. What do you mean by the average? I don't need to say to everyone how much you take in this factory. Then you tell me I take 10, 11, 15, 20. Why all this? I just want one number. I need only one number to resemble the whole factory. So it's the average. If I'm going to work there, I would say, hey, the average of the salaries there is $37.5, and this is not bad, so I will work there. This was how to calculate the average from non-randomized data or from frequencies and from denominations. We have denominations like you see here, Then we have frequencies, and this is how we will get the average from denominations with frequencies. We call it non-randomized data. Thank you so much for listening, and see you in the next video. Thank you.